On average, it covers about 21 square feet, bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secret of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Super Patch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Super Patch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Super Patch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Super Patch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Super Patch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Super Patch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
We absolutely love that video. Every single time I watch the video, I glean something new, right? So let me know in the comments, what was your favorite part about that video? Was it enlightening? Do you feel like, yeah, it's on the video is on YouTube, and it's also in our Boards app. So if you go through the Boards app, you'll see the video right there in the Boards app, but it is also on YouTube if you go and search Super Patch. That is one of the videos that comes up. We watch it all the time. So listen, here's what I want to do. The Ion graphics. I love it. I love it. Getting better sleep. I love it. I look at the comments, y'all. 100% drug-free and chemical-free, educational. I love it. So here's what I get to do now. I get to bring up my good friend, because we're going to talk about the money. We're going to talk about why you need to get started and how you can get started. And we're going to break down the ways that you can earn income here. But before that, we believe that you need to hear from a doctor. You need to hear from someone in the medical field, someone that's going to tell you exactly why you need to go ahead and take the plunge and make the decision that's going to now not just change your life, but everyone that's connected to you. She's going to talk about every one of our 15 patches. So I want you to go ahead and light the chat up. Light it up for Dr. Nicole Bramwell. Are you there?
I am here. I am here. And I am Dr. Nicole Bramwell. So good evening, everyone. Always excited to bring this to you. I am excited to always talk about something that we do not have to cause any harm, but we will help people through whatever's going on with them. So let me tell you, I love Super Patch. I do. And I say it, and I don't think anybody believes me, but I'm going to say it again. The reason why I love Super Patch is because I get to be the kind of doctor that I dreamed of. This was my dream since I was 8 years old. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. And so to be able to help people actually get to healing and not do harm to people going through, and actually bring a solution, not just a Band-Aid, not just something temporary, but something that can get somebody to the other side of their wellness, is amazing to me. It is phenomenal. It is miraculous, and all those expletives. So let me tell you, I doctor for 30 plus years. Never in my whole life, whether I was a doctor or before I was a doctor, have I ever seen anything like what we're seeing right now. I was in Atlanta actually the other day, or actually, we can't call it Atlanta. It was Swanee. It was way out there. But I sat down with a gentleman that had cancer ravaging his body. And believe me, he didn't look like what he'd been through. But what I marveled at is that he didn't understand how the patches worked. But when I put that Liberty patch on him, he said, he's looking at his arm, he's looking at me, he's looking at his arm. He said, but I do feel more sturdy. When you've had cancer ravaging your body, he had chemo. Yes, it reduced his cancer. It's not completely gone. It got rid of it from 2 areas. He still has it in his lungs. But he said he felt more sturdy. And the biggest problem is that he feels weak. He doesn't feel as strong. He wants to exercise. And now he has a patch device on him that could help him do that. That touched my heart so deeply. because he was so sincere and thinking about it and you could see his wheels turning trying to understand it. So before I even talk about the patches, what I want to say is whether you understand it or not, know that they work and that they help with these symptoms and more, because when you put them together, when you use them together so your brain can actually integrate the signals, you're going to even see other things that we haven't even talked about yet. We are pioneering through this, and this is simply amazing. And yes, it's not the future. It is now. It is here now. This is one of one. You're not going to see this anywhere else. People always tell, oh yeah, I heard something like, no, you didn't. I know you didn't. I know you didn't, because you told me you had to do something in order for the patch that you were wearing to work. Or you said that something was in it, and that is not this. And this is not that. So I want to talk about these patches. I get totally excited about them. So sorry if I went a little bit off script, but you needed to hear it. We're going to go through these 15 patches. We had 13, we're up to 15. Over the next 10 years, you better get on the ride now, because over the next 10 years, hey, Mr. Jay Dollywall, he already knows what we're going to get, and it's going to be phenomenal. So the Liberty Patch is our foundational patch. So everyone should be wearing the Liberty Patch. It is going to help you feel stronger. It is evening out your non-dominant side with your dominant side. You already know that should make you stronger. That's why it happens like that. It is immediate. It's like you touch a hot stove. You don't sit there and think about it. Your brain tells you to get your hand off of there. Otherwise, you're going to suffer very bad damage. So this Liberty Patch is going to help you be stronger, give you better balance, even energy. You feel energized because now you're stronger. Now your autonomic nervous system is put into homeostasis, which means that things are balanced that were not balanced before. And all of us, if we're living in this world, I guarantee you we've been out of balance. So it reduces inflammation. We have better range of motion. We have faster recovery. And your homeostasis, if you don't know what that is, your involuntary nervous system that's controlling your heart, your blood pressure, your gut, your hormones, your muscles, your nerves, everything is controlled within that system, and the networks that are the neural networks that are tied to them. So you need the foundational patch, and then that's going to help our other patches work even better, although they can work by themselves as well. So we've got the Freedom Patch. So I watched the lady go from a 6 to a 1 to a 0 on Saturday. She was bending and swirling and doing all kinds of things with her back that she has not been able to do in 2 decades. I don't know where else you get that. You don't. You don't. So you can get immediate pain relief, but maybe you've had something chronic going on for a while. Still, don't just wear it just one time. Let's put our patches together and let's be consistent about wearing the patches, because if you've got a chronic problem, that means that we've got a chronic pathway that you've been running in your brain that's not only related to your pain, but it's also related to how you've handled pain, how you've learned to cope with pain, how you've treated it in the past, and so much more. However you watched other people in your surroundings deal with pain, okay? So that's what our other patches are for, to help you with that. That's why we want to combine patches. Non-drowsy, not gonna make you sleepy, you're not gonna be groggy, you're not gonna say that you had to sleep all day because you took your pain medicine, because you just put on a patch that has nothing in it, okay? The Lumi patch is for the skin. Your skin is your first defense. You heard it's 15% of your body weight. That is critical. That's gonna defend against other things coming at you through your skin. If your skin is broken, not intact, whether it's red, flaky, dry, and what have you, that means that it's not normal. But when you get radiant skin from the Lumi patch, putting on the Lumi patch, not a cream, not a lotion, not a sticky thing, not a mask, but just a patch that allows your nerves to communicate with, and your brain communicate with your body to tell it to make your skin better. That's amazing. So we're all looking younger. We're going to live longer because we've got our balance with our Liberty Patch, right? Because that's tied to longevity directly. We've got the REM patch. 6 million people just in the United States that don't sleep. My sister was one of them. My sister had chronic insomnia. My sister is getting sleep now. For her to say the word sleep, it warms my heart that she's able to sleep now. You're going to get better sleep, fall asleep faster. 48% people, 25% sleeping longer. How would you like to get an extra hour, hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep? That's going to help you a lot of ways, because not getting sleep actually was related to your mood, your attitude, all kinds of things the next day and even that night, right? So the boost, energy, no caffeine, just pure, clean energy so that you can do everything that you need to do and not feel tired. I've done a lot of driving in the last few months. That boost patch is it for me on the road. All right. Pure energy, no crashing, no sugar crash, no high, then low. All right. Your defend patch, one of my favorite patches. That's my second favorite. I'll tell you what my first favorite is in a little while. Immune support, better blood flow. I put that defend patch on my feet when I'm traveling, especially on the plane. No swelling. I always have swelling when I travel. No more. I put my defend patches on, and that helps my swelling. So it's better blood flow, enhances your blood flow. Faster recovery if you do happen to get something, okay? Improve natural healing and helps allergies. My allergies, I haven't had to use any Zyrtec for 5 months. That's amazing. I've been taking Zyrtec every day for decades, all right? Joy, it's just that. Brings you your mood up, naturally feeling joyful, naturally feeling happy and optimistic, positive attitude. How much more can you get done when you feel that way? Rocket for sexual enhancement. For men, we're going to use reclaim libido. Let's be careful about our language, right? Stamina. I don't want to make promises, gentlemen. Depending on your age, you have to wear it a certain length of time, so check that. All right, but ladies, the rocket patch is also helping ladies that are in perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause. And unfortunately, that period of time lasts a really long time. Perimenopause actually can last 8 to 10 years. So it's been going on longer than you thought. All right. Yes, your feelings are real, but now you have a patch that you can put on that can help with that. And it's also helping our young ladies with their cycle. Ignite. I love that. I started out wellness coaching doing weight management, and that helps you burn calories, 500 calories a day. Guess what? Without you doing anything different. Just put the patch on. Burn 500 calories per day more. That's going to help you in your health journey for sure. All right? Because your resting metabolic rate is actually raised. So when you go to sleep, your metabolism is up. And no, it's not going to keep you awake. A lot of people ask that question. No, it's not to keep you awake because there's nothing in it. It's just going to raise your metabolism. All right? And then peace, that's my favorite. It's for stress, managing stress and anxiety, but also calmness of your nerves. When you're stressed, which a lot of us have been under prolonged stress, your nerves are actually firing and they're not firing together. They're doing their own thing. When you use the peace, those nerves are calm. So now they can have synchronous firing and cooperate with each other better. The kick it, we put that with the ignite so that you can kick back habits of whether it be cravings, or other bad habits, nail biting, cigarette smoking, drinking, hard stuff. We've got lots of testimonials with people that have been on hard drugs that are actually helped with the Kick It patch. And like, it's been like 14, 15 years that people have been dealing with that. That is amazing. And then the focus enhancing your focus, just that, your attention, clarity, enhanced memory, victory. Oh my gosh, the list. Look at the list for the victory. It's amazing. And we definitely want to combine the victory with our freedom patch, especially if you have neuropathy or other serious pain, but it's for enhanced athletic performance, which we have a study for that. We've got studies for many of our patches. So if you want to see those, we got 16 published articles. Don't go to sleep on that. 6 of them actually in PubMed. So I know a lot of you know you're familiar with PubMed. So that would be someplace for you to look. Victory got better recovery from exercise. You've got covering neuropathy, agility. If you have better stability and better performance with the victory and the liberty, that means less injuries, okay? So that's really, really important. But you got to see that study that the D1 athletes at Arizona State, 10% performance improvement. That is incredible in any arena of athletics, okay? Because even to get 1 to 2% improvement with training is very difficult. So for that to happen across the board with those athletes is amazing. And then we've got our 2 new ones, Assure, which is for motion sickness. You know what? As I've gotten older, I realize that that's what's been going on with me. I get a little queasy sometimes, and I'm like, why is that happening? And it was because I had motion sickness. I had gotten into some severe kind of environments before just a couple of times, but I realized I need that Assure. And nausea. That's the worst feeling. You can't prove it to anybody. You can't prove anybody that you have it. You just feel horrible, and people are looking at you like you're crazy. Now you can just put the Assure patch on, and it's going to help you. All right. And then the Zen patch. Oh my goodness. That thing has me so locked in. It is crazy how much I have done with that Zen patch on. Cognitive balance. Who doesn't need that? Yes, there are people that have challenges with cognitive balance and harmony, but man, all of us need it. It's going to help you do so much more of what you want to do. I quite honestly, I didn't think it was going to do it. I didn't. Even with everything else, I still had my skepticism, my doctor skepticism, but I put that Zen on. It's amazing. And decision making, how about that? Powerful decision making. You'll be able to actually do that rather than waffling, okay? An improved information flow. That's going to help you do so much of what your purpose is. And I want to tell you, just because this has become your purpose, it doesn't mean that your other purposes go away. What has happened is that your purpose has been expanded, that all of those that you touch, however you touch with what you do now, you can do this with the patches. So the Zen also with enhanced memory. So you're forgetting your glasses on your head, and you got to look in the mirror and see that your glasses are on your head. Or, you know, you have your phone in your hand and you're talking to somebody on it and you're asking, I can't say you can't find your phone. I think you need to put the Zen patch on, okay? Put Zen and Focus on to help you out. But these are our 15 patches. I can't possibly tell you everything that happens with them, but what I will tell you, like I told you in the beginning, get those patches on you. Don't try to understand everything. Just know that these patches are going to help you. It's helping too many people. Stop saying that word placebo. You don't know what it means, but I'm going to tell you this is not that, okay? So we're not in placebo. We are in for real, for real, for real, and proven in literature, medical literature. I wouldn't be here, Dr. Dunn wouldn't be here, and all of our other doctors, 10,000 doctors in Super Patch, and thousands of doctors recommending our neurotech of Super Patch devices, which are Class 1 medical devices registered with the FDA. Don't go to sleep on this. Here, you heard it here from Dr. Nicole Bramwell. That's me, all right? And I believe it, and you should believe it too.
Boom. We should drop the mic. We can drop the mic right there. You know, Dr. Bramwell, I want to say this before I take you off screen. I've been very emotional all weekend long. When I look around and I'm watching the people that are being impacted because of our yes, and when you think about all of the people and the way that they're struggling prior to knowing about Super Patch. And I know that a lot of us had hesitation because this was presented to us as a network marketing company. But would you agree with me that since being a part of Super Patch, that none of this feels like network marketing?
Not at all. Not at all. It feels like what my personality is meant to do, which is out there and helping people. I mean, it's crazy because that's what you're looking for. You want them to help people so much. You're not trying to sell anything, and you don't have to convince anybody at all of anything. People are reaching out to me. That's the first time that this has happened. I don't have to go looking for anybody because they're looking for me. They see us. They see it out there. They saw it on social media, say, what is that? Can it help me? Yes, it can. Let's talk. And sometimes don't even have to talk. Just how do I get it?
Right.
I need my patches. So it's been amazing. Just amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being instrumental at making sure that I finally looked at the video that I had for weeks and wouldn't look at. I sent it to you, Dr. Bramwell. I sent it to Dr. Dunn. After my husband said, Nina, you need to take a look at the video, I still didn't look at it. And you immediately said, Nina, you need to take a look at this video. I think about if I had been hard headed. I think about if I had waited, because see, we didn't have a ton of testimonies like we have now. We didn't really know what Super PAC was going to do for our family or our friends. We just decided to follow the road of the technology, follow the science, and follow the faith that we had in knowing that our bodies deserved to heal the way God designed them to, and that is the body is supposed to heal itself. So I want to thank you for being instrumental in that, and thank you for, all the value that you add, not just to our calls, but to our teams and to being a part of the Super Patch family. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna nothing changes as nothing changes. And we say that all the time. But I want to ask a question, and I got to get real serious with you right now before I bring up my good friend and business partner, Mr. Jonathan Bryant. Are you okay with nothing changing? And I got to get quiet like that. I read an article today because I think about all the time what got us here won't get us there. What got us here won't get us there. We're in 2026. There's an article that I read today that says in 2027, real estate is going to take a crash that's worse than what we saw in 2008. 2008, you all had a lot of people financially distraught, depressed, and searching for an answer. The fact that our CEO could have sold this for billions of dollars, but he decided that he would help more people, allowing this to be the structure of an affiliate marketing type of program with a very solid compensation plan, with a CEO as a vision for 10 years, who always gives us more and more and more incentives. So a little disclaimer, as I'm bringing the one and only Jonathan Bryant up, the trip probably won't be in Mexico because we see what's happening in Mexico right now. And our CEO said today on a leadership call, well, why would we go to Mexico? He said, if it's done by then maybe, he said, but it probably won't be. So they're already looking at alternatives. But what we know is it's going to be a luxury trip, right? Where all you got to do is get yourself there, and it'll be all expenses paid once you get there for you and a plus one. Jonathan Bryant. I said earlier on the call that if your life hasn't changed, it's because you aren't doing anything different. And I said earlier on the call, and I've been very emotional all weekend long, because I understand that hustle is not a business strategy. It's not. I want you to tell people, and I'll pull up one of our graphics just to kind of show everybody, the ways that we can get paid, because we never talk about this. But I do know that there are people who really are saying, I want to know how you can make money here in Super Patch. And we know that retail is a big component, because I retail $4,000 this weekend. Melissa, almost I think like $2,000 in retail. Yesterday, in one day, in a few hours, Tedra Gordon, $725. I know Sean Tyrone Bell, every day he's earning more than $100 a day. Right? We used to talk about $100 a day. Now we're more like a $300, $400, $500 a day, because when you've got products on hand, it equals cash on demand. That's just one simple way, right? We sample out products, and of course, people are going to want them. But Jonathan, as a business owner, as a former CEO of a network marketing company, what did you see? What did you see? What did you see in a comp plan? What did you see that made you say yes to Super Patch? I want to thank you for being my angel, is what I call you. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor before I start crying. Y'all, welcome. Light the chat up for the one and only Jonathan Bryant.
Thanks so much, Nina. And my boy Chris Cortine, always bringing the awesome DJing and backing it up. Dr. Nicole Bramwell, always passionate, always amazing hearing you and your explanation of the patches and why you stand behind these. But I feel like your emotion, Nina, has actually kind of impacted me. Like, when I thought about what I was going to talk about tonight and share what I normally share, it kind of hit me. So I have this little book right here. It's called 1 Minute with God for Men. It's a daily devotional. And I was on the phone with some young ladies earlier today, and it just was put on my heart. So if you guys don't mind me preaching for a moment and just sharing, it says, "My life is worth nothing unless I use it for doing the work assigned me by the Lord Jesus." Acts 20:24. And that was put on my heart while we were listening and while we're thinking about this, is because, like Nina said, are you okay with not changing? Are you okay with insanity? Doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results, but more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, are you okay with accepting that this is just your quality of life? Because I'm here to tell you tonight that that's not the case. That's not what he has for you. That's not what you should have for yourself. And so the passion that I have for these incredible devices, these incredible patches, these little stickers, it wasn't until my daughter, who walked into my office that we're in right now, and that said, "Dad, I'm out of peace patches." I hadn't tried the patches. I'm like so many of you, right? That just seems weird. That seems odd. That you're telling me that there's no ingredients, there's no chemicals, there's no contraindications. How in the world does that work? But when your kids, any moms on here, any dads on here, we would go to the ends of the earth for our children to provide peace, comfort, financial freedom, to do anything it takes in order to give them a better quality of life. Type quality of life in the chat right now. Quality of life. So when my daughter came into my office and told me that her quality of life had been impacted, had changed, that she had seen traumatic results and a difference from the peace patch while she was nursing her newborn baby. Ladies, moms, grandmothers that are on here tonight, if you would have had an opportunity to utilize something to help with pain while you were pregnant, giving birth, nursing, that had no contraindications, no side effects, and actually yielded results, would you use it? Type a number 2 in the chat right now. Because, see, I know I've got a wife, I've got 3 daughters and a son, I've got 5 grandchildren, that there isn't anything out there that you can take while you're pregnant or nursing to give results and to yield those benefits. And so that stood out to me. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I've been on a mission, a passion project, if you will, for well over 17 years, utilizing this vehicle called network marketing, this platform that we call network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, whatever the case may be, to help other people, one, create an income by simply doing what we do every single day. And before we talk about the money and the passion of why I'm here and go into it deeper, I want to position your mindset for you to receive this. Because so often our mindset and our heart set is not ready to receive the information that's shared on these calls. Why? Because we listen to all the negative and all of the society that tells us, "Oh, well, I have a cousin that did a network marketing company and he only made $5." Well, that's cool. Your cousin also probably put $5 worth of effort into it too. Just saying, there's that part, right? So I want to prepare your mindset and your heart set for what we're about to talk about from a financial standpoint is this. I want every single person, there's 323 of you that are on tonight's call. I want all of you to understand that every single one of you are professional network marketers. What? You are a professional network marketer. Every day, every week, you tell people where to go spend their hard-earned money because of a positive experience that you had at a restaurant, product, or service. The only difference is we actually pay you for telling people about your positive experience with these patches. That steak restaurant, that boutique that's having a sale, that movie theater, all of those different businesses aren't sending you a check in the mail for sending Dr. Nicole Bramwell down there to spend her hard-earned money on that product or service or that new purse. Or telling Melissa Hovington to go and eat at that restaurant because you had a positive experience. So every single one of you need to understand that what we're sharing with you tonight is a platform, a vehicle called Super Patch. That once you have a positive experience with these incredible patches for an ailment that you obviously have an issue with, or you wouldn't be on this call tonight, once you share that experience and testimony with other people, how would you like to get paid? How would you like to make part-time to full-time income by simply sharing with other people what your experience was? You see, that's the only difference between myself, Nina Moore, Vanda, Nikki, Chris Courtenay, Dr. Nicole Bramwell, all the other people that are on here, is we just happen to share our experience with more people. We just happen to have a little bit more people on SmartShip. We just happen to have been here just a little bit longer or exposed to a little bit more people. That's the only difference. And so my passion with Super Patch in this vehicle in this company is to help patch 1 million people's lives. And once we do that, you know what's going to happen. We're going to go to 2 million and 3 million and so forth. But the reason why I'm so passionate is because of what I can't unsee, what I can't unhear, what I can't unexperience. The benefits that my daughter saw, the benefits that Nina Moore saw, the benefits that so many of us have seen on these incredible patches, we just have to share it with the world because, again, we are servants here on this earth that are called to share and to communicate when we have a positive experience with the product or service. The difference is we give you a paycheck here at Super Patch. So briefly, we're going to talk about the ways that you get paid here. Again, don't overcomplicate it. It's just like sharing a good steak restaurant or your experience at a boutique because it had a sale. The comp plan sneak peek that you see here on your screen right now, we get 25% commissions on all retail sales. So when somebody hears about what these patches have done for you and they go to your URL website, because as soon as you sign up and enroll as an associate, then you have a replicated website ready to rock and roll for people to go click on and to purchase patches, and it gets directly delivered to them. You don't have to have it on hand, although retail sells, right? Cash on demand when it's on, right, on hand, cash on demand. But this is one of the ways that we are paid here, and this commissions for retail sales is paid out weekly. Another way is the enrollment bonus. This is paid monthly. You earn between 6 and 11% on all personally sponsored associates, regardless of placement, and 6% on all organic level 2 associates, regardless of placement. Level bonus, paid monthly, 2% to 4% level bonus on levels 1 plus, depending on your rank. We also have fast start bonuses. When your hair is on fire and you are so excited just going and sharing your experience of what these incredible patches have done for you, then guess what? People are going to lock arms with you and say, absolutely. What I'm hearing, what I'm seeing in today's society, in this world, is that I have to have multiple streams of income because what I have been doing isn't working. And I am tired of accepting status quo and that this is just how life should be. You see, somebody that knows you, cares you, and loves you invited you to be on this Zoom tonight, and that's why you're here, to find out about this. So our fast start bonuses, when your hair is on fire and you're getting started, you have an opportunity to make a $200 hat trick bonus when you enroll your first 3 associates on a qualifying kit within your first 30 days. A $400 all-star bonus when you help them enroll their first 3 associates on qualifying kits within your first 60 days. If you know at least 3 people that these incredible patches could help, just from a pain, a sleep, or a stress and anxiety standpoint, type another number 5 in the chat right now. If you know at least 3 people that you can help by simply mentioning and communicating about these patches, type a number 5 in the chat right now. All of you that are typing a number 5 in the chat, well, guess what? As you see right there, you can make up to $600 by simply knowing 3 people and communicating your experience with these patches. The driver bonus, $200 each month that you enroll 3 associates on a qualifying kit. $100 rank advancement to $100,000 rank advancements when you advance in ranks within the allotted time frames. And last but not least, the leadership bonuses. You get 3% generation bonuses for VP rank and above. Guys, there is so much opportunity for you to make a part-time to full-time income. And this does not even include the retail sales of being present and selling patches personally with people who are coming to meet with you. Just like Miss Nina said, she sold over $4,000 in retail patches this month. I mean, it's a business. You have to have that inventory
this
on
weekend.
hand.
This weekend, not this
This
month.
weekend. How many of you have made $4,000 in a weekend doing legal business? How many of you, right, have made $4,000 in a weekend? What does that tell you? That tells you that people are seeing and taking notice of what these incredible patches are doing, and they want to experience it themselves. So just like what Miss Nina said and what I said at the very beginning, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. And if you're ready for a change, if you are ready to accept that your life can be different, but you have to make that decision, then maybe this is it. But we don't want you just to say, okay, you have to experience these patches. You have to try these patches because it starts with that first. And then once you have that positive experience and that testimony, the rest is history. Nina, back to you.
Well, Jonathan Bryant, why don't you go ahead and give them the ways to get started? Because I think they definitely need to know how they need to get started because they need to do it tonight, right?
Yes, they do.
You don't want to delay. So go ahead and give them those packages and then I'll come back up.
Sounds good. So in order to get started here at Super Patch, and I wish I would have had those graphics, I could bring them up, but it may take just a moment to bring those up. No big deal. But if you got a pen and piece of paper, here's the deal. Obviously, somebody who knows about you, who knows you, cares about you, loves you, trusts you, invited you here tonight. So from a business opportunity, there are multiple ways for you to get started, and we have a couple more that we're adding that will be launching very soon, but don't wait. February is the month, because if February didn't March, April, May. I just saw that post and I was like, man, that is absolutely so good. If February didn't March, April, May, don't wait. Don't sleep on February. So this is the most popular pack, the Flex 40 kit. It is $1,499. Ladies and gentlemen, it comes with 40 packs, 4D packs, month supplies of patches that you can pick and choose to experience for yourself and to have plenty on hand to be able to patch and to share with other people that you know, love, and trust, your family members and your friends. So this is the most popular pack, the Flex 40 kit, $14.99. The second kit that we offer here is the Omega kit, which is $749. It comes with 17 packs of products. However, you do not get to pick and choose what comes in this. It is already predetermined, preset. So that is why the Flex 40 kit is the most popular, because you get to pick and choose and add that to your cart. So the Omega kit, $749. And then last but not least, we have the $299 kit that comes with 6 packs of products, 3 Freedom packs and 3 Liberty packs. How many different patches do we have now, Miss Nina Moore?
15.
I only see 2 showcased right here. So for those of you that have issues with sleep, that need help with weight loss, that need or increased calorie burn, that need help with stress, and need help with kicking bad habits, this kit only provides 2 of our patches. Now, this kit right here provides the opportunity to pick and choose all the patches that we offer here at Super Patch. And I think that this is, of course, the best bang for your buck. Why? Because you get almost $4,000 worth of product for $14.99. And in today's society, Nina, I don't know where else you could open up your own business. And let's just put this into perspective for the people. I don't know if they're going to catch this or not. Where else can you open up your own business for $1,499 and have the opportunity to make unlimited income? For instance, there are people on our team currently right now that launched their business for $14.99 that are currently making six figures a month. Did they catch that? I don't think they caught that. They started their business for $14.99 and now they have the opportunity to make unlimited income with a $1,499 investment. Ladies and gentlemen, again, that's $4,000 in retail sales. You have the opportunity to retail those packs of patches, get back your initial investment, and get paid as a managing director for 3 months once coming in on that Flex 40 kit. Those are the ways that you can get started. And we have the dollar enrollment for associates that is included in those kits. Included in those kits. If not, if you want to sign up for the $40 enrollment as an associate and then go in and pick your different patches, then you are able to do that. And that is how you get started here at Super Patch. Nina, anything else that we need to care? I think that there's going to be so many people that are going to make the decision tonight to jump on board, to lock arms, to make a decision to change their lives. And what a better way than to do it the last week of February, close out February strong, and help all of you see success by creating your testimony with these incredible patches.
Well, what's so great about that, Jonathan, is that even if they get started today, they still have 30 days. Like their month is not like, oh, it ends at the end of the month, so their month is over. They still get a full 30-day as their 30 days to start their business. But procrastination is choosing to delay a better future. That's what
say that again one more time. No, say that again one more time, please.
Procrastination is choosing to delay a better future. Like if you procrastinate, you're choosing to delay a better future, not just for yourself, but for every person that is connected to you. There's a young lady that's on here right now. Her name is Lisa. We met this weekend at the AI Summit. She saw me. She said, I've been watching you on Facebook. She said, I'm joining. She said, I have a CMOS business. She's like, I have a big following. I move product. That's what she said. She said, and I'm joining. I've seen enough. But what happened was, she said, Nina, you need to go to bed and lay down. And I stayed in the lobby patching people. I patched the guy that was in a wheelchair. And Lisa she came back out and she said, wait a minute, you're still here? And I said, I need you to hear his story. Let him tell you what happened to him after I patched him. She says, oh, I'm in. I'm all the way in now. And she asked me, well, what package should I get? I said, $14.99. They're like, to me, there is no other option. When I opened up my salon, Jonathan, $22,000 to open up the salon, I never recouped my investment. I recouped my investment in Super Patch day one. Day one. And that is because I got vocal, even though I wasn't on social media in the beginning. I still started calling people that I knew. And I said, I think I found something that you may want to take a look at. I don't want you all chasing the wave. Don't chase the wave. When you've got an opportunity right now to get started. And I mean, we're at the end of the month, which is actually the best time for you to come in. Jonathan, would you like to talk about that? Like what's sitting in most of our holding tanks and what's getting ready to happen over the next few days for those of us that are enrollers and builders? What's getting ready to happen?
Let me get this giant carrot right here and
but what's getting ready to happen?
What's getting ready to happen at the end of the month is all of our incredible associates that have been here longer than a month have worked hard to network and connect with other people and to help change their lives. And they have signed up other associates on that $14.99 pack, on that $750 pack. And so that volume and those people are sitting in what we like to call our opportunity tank, AKA the holding tank. And what that means is before the month ends on Saturday night at midnight Eastern Standard Time, we have to place those associates in our organization somewhere, somehow. And so we have this little carrot, the opportunity tank, that for those that join and hit the ground running, and that are motivated and that we see working, we reward them by saying, hey, I see you. I see what you're doing. I see your efforts. They're paying off. So let me place these people underneath you and structure it out for you to see success. And in turn, we see success with those who are working the business. So, like Nina said, the end of the month, it's not like a car dealership where you go in and we knock off $40,000 in order for you to buy this vehicle. No, you still got to work, right? And save, save, save. No, you still got to get out there and you got to hustle. But now you have an opportunity to 2x, 3x, 5x your business if you take it serious and you run and you work hard and you simply share what we're doing here at Super Patch.
They
That's it.
will still have time to qualify for the incentive trip. You've got 4 months to qualify for the incentive trip. I mean, our CEO, Jay Dhaliwal, who started this company because his mom, right, in 1983 was diagnosed with something called MS. And although we don't make medical claims, he designed these patches, Super Patch, because he wanted to take control of his mother's health and wellness because the doctors had failed her after 20 years, right? We want you to understand that this month, our CEO, he said, well, he just dropped it just not even a full week ago. Get 100,000, I got $100,000 I'm going to give away at the end of February. He said to 10 people who produce 10,000 personal volume in enrollments or more. If you think, and as a matter of fact, I don't think it's been a full 7 days since he announced it, Jonathan. If you think it's not possible or doable, it's been done. There are 2 of us that have already qualified to take a part. He's only splitting that $100,000 between 10 people or less. Because if 10 people don't do it, that means less of us get to split $100,000. So what's going to happen is, thank you so much, Jonathan Bryant. Y'all like to chat up for Jonathan Bryant, right? Jonathan Bryant, thank you so much. We'll be
Well,
seeing
no, we
you.
gotta light the chat up for Nina Moore because she's so humble. But y'all gotta understand this young lady. She was literally on stage introducing Les Brown, and then she took it a step further and she went and patched the Les Brown. And if you don't know who Les Brown is, maybe I don't know, Google Gladys Knight or something. I mean, I don't know, and then you'll understand who the Les Brown is. But the Nina Moore is a machine. She never stops. She never makes excuses. She's always showing up. Even when she don't want to show up, you would never know that she doesn't want to show up. And that is exactly why she sees so much success. She has already qualified for the Cabo trip. 30,000 points she had to hit or earn to qualify. She's already qualified. And ladies and gentlemen, there's only 2 people that have done that in the entire company, and one of them happens to be her sponsor and then her. So shout out to the Nina Moore for qualifying for the Cabo trip. Y'all light up the chat. She is an incredible leader, an incredible mentor, and all of you have the opportunity, of course, to be blessed and mentored by her. Thank you so much, Nina Moore. You're incredible.
Thank you. Thank you so much, the Jonathan Bryant. All right, so listen, I already told you procrastination is choosing to delay a better future, but it's also choosing to ignore the results that you could have now. Don't ignore. Don't choose to ignore, because that's the difference. Don't choose to ignore the results that you could have now. So yeah, we went a few minutes later. Okay, it's all good. We wanted to make sure that you had understanding about why you needed to get started now. So here's what you got to do now. Run back to the person that invited you to this information tonight and get their link and get started. We do not want you to overthink this, all right? Because I'm going to tell you, we rarely talk about the comp plan. We don't, because if you get your eyes off of the comp plan and focus on helping more people, don't chase the comp plan and the money will chase you. What we're chasing is results. What we're chasing is the next person we can assist on living a better quality of life. Get the link and don't delay. Get in now, tonight. because we're not waiting until the 28th, which is Saturday, because we have a big event here in Atlanta. We're actually closing out on the 26th. So you don't have much time left to get in the system because we're going to place our people. And either you're going to be somewhere where someone might just magically fall underneath you, or you will fuel other people's businesses. My name is Nina Moore, and I am excited, humbled, and honored to have hosted this call for you today with Jonathan Bryant, Dr. Nicole Bramwell, and the one and only Chris Courtenay. We cannot wait to celebrate your success, and we want to see you at the top, not from the top. All right, but at the top. So run back to the person that invited you here. We're going to let DJ Chris Courtenay rock out with us. Good night and God bless you all.